Hey Tech Boy, seems everybody's talking about inversions lately. I just thought I'd make a quick video for some educational purposes. We'll talk about barrel rolls versus lovelacing quickly. Okay, so a barrel roll is an inversion. Don't ask me what an inversion is, but it's an inversion that involves one poi-led and a one hand-led inversion. Quickly define how we can define that. To enter a barrel roll, we bring one poi, this is my left poi, over the arm to initiate it, to get into something like this. And the one that initiates it is the hand that comes all the way over and leads the poi through the arm. Through the negative space that's created by your arm and your body, this kind of space right here, it's framed. So the one that initiates it is the one with the poi coming through, and that's poi-led. The poi goes through the negative space first. So that's what happens. The difference between poi-led and hand-led is the difference between the poi entering that space first and the hand entering that space first. So in a barrel roll inversion, which like I said is one poi-led, one hand-led, this is what happens. As your hand, poi, swings over and comes to the inside, the poi comes through, and you get to this point. And as you can see, my hand is already set up, my other hand is set up for a hand-led, where my hand comes up through this space, and that's the hand-led. And then, next point, poi-led, hand-led, poi-led. And then this process, which you can just kind of break down like this, resting the poi, to just kind of figure out exactly the mechanics of how this goes. Hand through the negative space, poi through the negative space, hand through the negative space, just to sort of get an understanding. So when you're sustaining this motion, which definitely requires some isolation work, but you can see it's going hand-led, poi-led, poi-led, hand-led, poi-led, hand-led, poi-led, hand-led, poi-led, hand-led. And then being able to realize what's going on there can help you, further understand inversions. And also with the barrel roll, we can initiate it. I'm initiating with my left arm coming over my right arm to start the poi-led. We can also do that with the right arm coming over the left arm to start the poi-led. One might be harder than the other for you. It all depends. So that's barrel rolls. You can stop them and, like I said, just break it down by hand-led, poi-led, hand-led if you're confused. And now let's talk about lovelacing. So lovelacing is the same motion, but instead of your poi coming all the way around the arm and doing that poi-led, we're going to start with the hand-led. And the way that we're going to do that is instead of the poi coming all the way over the arm, you're just going to let the poi approach the arm but fall right before it. So it's going to stop right here, and that sets you up for a hand-led. And you do a hand-led, and then we're set up for another hand-led, and another hand-led, another hand-led. So again, instead of the poi coming all the way over like a barrel roll, it's going to stop just short of the arm and sink below the arm, so that the tether kind of is going to be pulled over the arm. Maybe from the side, and see, instead of the arm going over, or instead of rather the poi going over the arm, barrel roll, stop just short of the arm, and then it'll go into hand-led inversion. And this is lovelacing. 0 degrees of twist, because you can just pull them apart. Again, you just pull them right apart. There's actual no twisting going on. And lovelacing kind of has this easier feel to it. When you're doing hand-led inversions, there's this this tug that's going on with the tether where you're just kind of pulling it through. And that seems a lot easier than shooting the poi through this negative space ahead of you. Kind of requires a little bit extra work, honestly. So you might find if you get the hang of lovelacing, it might be easier to sustain than barrel rolls. One thing Key and myself have noticed, and I'm not sure if it's the same for everybody, but reverse lovelacing tends to be easier. I don't know why. Maybe it's just some people, but I think a few of us are in agreement. So, originally what I wanted to talk about was a post that Mick, whatever his real name is, made, talking about lovelacing fountains, and how if we're doing a lovelace over here, and we go to the other side to do a fountain, which also would be up here too, he's saying that, so this is hand-led, we're talking about lovelaces here, and that whenever we do this inside pass to the other side, apparently that turns it into a poi-led. That makes no sense to me. I'm sure it's true, but I'm having a really hard time understanding why. So perhaps we could elaborate a little bit more. I just feel like we're doing the hand-led on this side, and then we just swing to the inside. I can't even describe it, but I'm not sure. So that's what I wanted to talk about. If that could be perhaps elaborated, I'd appreciate it. But hope this was informative for people who don't know too much about inversions.